Hi everyone, good to see you again. This is Karmle Conrad, your Cape Cod Psychic. It's been quite some time since I did a video for you. It's been very busy these days, and I do not have anything new to add to the hurricane forecast. It seems to be doing its own thing. It seems our hot weather is continuing, and my heart and sympathies go out to all those places with the wildfires, with the extremely high temperatures. I'm I'm so sorry you're experiencing all that, and I hope everything does go okay. And I hope the gang in the Mid-Atlantic does get their power back very soon. This is all man-controlled kind of thing. I just wanted to give you an update today. I have created a Facebook page for you to post comments on my wall. Anytime you'd like, it's there. I'll get to it every day as much as I can when I'm not in Boston. I am open for appointments every evening, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. and on the weekends. I keep Friday night for myself. I hope everyone is doing well and getting through this beautiful summer day. It is July 4th, Independence Day in the United States. So a very happy and wonderful Independence Day to everyone. Here on the East Coast, we had a bit of rain this morning. It's cleared up, the sun is out, and it looks picture book fabulous. So I hope you're all enjoying your parades and your family and friends at your cookouts, at the pool, at the beach, and enjoy those fireworks tonight. We'll have quite a few in my neighborhood, so I don't have to go anywhere. They're all here, and I can just look out the front, the back, the sides, and see some pretty spectacular stuff. I did want to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming elections, and if you go back to one of my videos around the first of the year, I did predict that Obama would be reelected by a thin margin. Since Obamacare has passed, it seems the political polls say he's going to pass very well. I still think it's going to be a thin margin that he passes by. We understand some of the parts of Obamacare, but not all of it. And yes, everybody should have health care, but when you can't afford it, you can't afford it. And for those of us who work and can't afford it, or those of us who receive help, here in Massachusetts it's mandated, it is the law that you have to have it, and there are still thousands and thousands of people that cannot afford it, that go without. And they are penalized in their taxes that they have to pay more. My thought on that is, if you could afford health insurance in the first place, you'd pay for it. Obviously, a lot of people can't. So my heart goes out to those of you in that quandary. Let's watch and see what happens. Don't believe all the political jargon you hear. Do your own research and looking to see what is going on and what is out there. Remember that in any research, whether it's political, science, arts and music, we can only get the information that's printed. Not everything is always printed. But let's see what happens. Let's all be more learned and try to do what we can to make things work better. I did want to talk a little bit about the winter solstice coming up here in December 19, 20, 21, depending on the timing. And that, as I've said all along, the world is not going to come to an end on that day, that the calendar will just start over in a new cycle, just like we do here with the Sarin calendar, I believe it is, on January 1st every year. One of the things that has come about in the last couple of months since I said that was now the researchers, archaeologists, paleontologists, I don't think paleontologists, but the archaeologists and such say that there is another calendar that takes over from December 20th forward. So I believe the Mayan empires and all our ancients have left us information. We just have to figure out how to interpret it. It's absolutely amazing that we're able to look at the ancients and see how they lived and learn from their cultures. If I could go back to school and have a second profession, I believe it would have to do with something with geology, with earthquakes, with volcanoes, and then archaeology, because I find it incredibly fascinating, and I do like to watch what I can on TV and read in the journals what I can see. As far as any predictions for the next few months, I've been working with my guides for the last month, ready to send you a new video, but I haven't heard much from them. It seems things are pretty quiet right now. We do have the flooding that's been going on. We do have the terrible fires out in the West. What a sad situation, because millions, probably when this is over, of acres will have been burned and charred. And then the rains, they call them the monsoons, come, and there's no live plants to hold the soil, so the soil washes out, and there's massive earth slides and more damage to Mother Earth, and more damage to personal property and to animals and people. So I do not have anything to add to the weather circumstances going on these days, although right now they're telling me there are going to be more earthquakes in Northern California up through Oregon and Washington State. They just flashed that into my presence. So keep an eye on what's going on out there. And again, do that whole preparedness thing. Have everything you need for 2 weeks tucked away somewhere safe, especially all your papers, your mortgage papers, insurance papers, licenses, health records. If you haven't put down your health records, what your illnesses or chronic illnesses are, what medicines you take, if any, who your doctors are, what kind of care you need, make sure you make up it's called a life profile, and keep a copy on your fridge and put one away in those wonderful Ziploc bags that keep everything out. So there's not a lot to talk about today. Not much more. Just be careful of the earthquake situation in Northern California, Oregon, and Washington State. No big, huge tsunamis from any of that. Some very small ones, some ripple waves. There'll probably be one tsunami that can actually be measured, but I don't see any 60, 80, 100-foot walls of water coming in anywhere anytime soon. As far as the winter goes, they're not giving me any information on winter weather anywhere right now. I do see it cold in places where it's, here in New England, it was a pretty warm type of winter here on Cape Cod, but it's going to be cold next winter. That's all they're telling me right now. Nothing else. The economy is not going to move until after the elections, but you already knew that. As far as spending goes, remember, be wise in your spending. If you can't afford to pay for something with cash, then don't put it on credit, because you're going to pay a lot more for it that way. If you can stop using credit cards or get them down, paid off, it's a very wise thing to do. I did have visions not too long ago of a time, not necessarily depression, but of a time coming in 3 to 5 years when the economy is going to be worse than it is right now for a period of time, because commodities won't be available for us to use. I am working on that vision and that work from Spirit. He's telling me, yes, I'm on the right track, but nothing so horrible and tragic that good preparation won't take care of keep getting you through the tough times. And it won't be because necessarily the economy and the mortgage markets and finances. It will be more so because stuff won't be available. Commodities won't be available. Whether it's from the fires and the floods and crops can't be grown, or some other thing. Spirit is telling me that not to stockpile like you see on these TV shows. Oh my gosh, they're incredible. But to be well prepared and keep your eyes open on what's going on over the next 3 to 5 years. And we will see a time when all the normal things we like to have all the time are not as easily available as they are now. So no hoarding. Please do not hoard. Do not stockpile. Just be aware of what is going on and keep your household in good order. I do not have anything else from Spirit right now. Carry on with your lives. Do enjoy this beautiful day here in the eastern U.S. For those people that are affected by the wildfires, my heart goes out to you, and I have offered prayers to Spirit for all of you affected by the wildfires, by the weather from the Midwest right through the Mid-Atlantic state, through all the flooding that's been going on. You do have my prayers. You are in my meditation, and I wish you the best. And remember, I am now on Facebook under my name, and you can list ideas and suggestions. You can contact me that way if you'd like to come by for a reading. If you'd like me to travel to any of your homes, we can set up some kind of lecture series or night presentation, which I love to do with large groups or small groups. Let me know what I can do to help you out. And do look over Cape Cod for the psychic fairs this summer. I did a psychic fair Saturday. It was greatly successful, and it was charity for a nonprofit child care out of one of the churches in East Falmouth. Fabulous group of people, readers and healers. Absolutely wonderful outcome with that. And there is one person there. I won't say her name. I don't have permission to say it, so I won't say it right now. But she is an absolutely fabulous angel reader and a connector to angels. And if you watch my Facebook page, you may be able to pick up on who that is. But again, I don't have her permission to give her information out. I will ask her for it, and if I do get it, I'll post it on my wall on Facebook. So thank you so much for tuning into this. Keep up the good work, taking care of your families and your loved ones. And remember, Spirit is always with you. You are never, ever alone. Never, even in your darkest times or your saddest times, you are not alone. Your angels, guides, guardians, and fairies, your family are always with you. All you need to do is reach out to them, and they will take care of you. That's what this is all about. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful 4th of July if you're in the U.S., and everywhere else, enjoy your day.